What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This isn't going to be a stock video, so if you're here for a stock video, sorry. I do how-to videos as well, but today we're going to talk a little bit about my good friend, the guitar. And I wanted to talk about the fixing the guitar input jack. This one's kind of loose, so we're going to go over what we need to do in this scenario. You're going to need a screwdriver specifically that's going to fit that jack. I got a smaller one here. This is like a 2.5 incher. And then you can use a wrench. I'm actually just gonna use my socket wrench set because it's a little easier for me. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, guys, so the first step, you're gonna take your screwdriver and you have your plate, okay? Everyone's gonna have a plate here. You're gonna unscrew the screws in your plate. Make sure you do not lose your screws, okay? Very important, okay? You don't wanna have an ugly looking guitar if you can help it. Some of these are gonna have 2, some of them are gonna have 4. It kind of just depends on what brand you got, you know, what guitar you got, so just remember that. All right, guys, so I got these screws out. We're gonna go ahead and lift the jack out. Now, the reason that you wanna do this is because if you try to twist it while this is in, you can actually end up damaging the wires on the inside. So it's very important to just remember that, and be very careful taking this out. Remember, there are usually wires attached, right? So unless you've broke it, then you can just pull it out and fix it. Some of them are gonna be a little easier than others, and I am gonna try to lift this out. All right, so once you guys have the actual input jack out, some of them you'll be able to basically screw it from the other side. I'm gonna hold the actual clip right here, okay? This kind of gives me a little bearing on where I'm gonna put it back in, because this was coming out the bottom. And then I'm just gonna use my socket wrench while holding this and just tighten it. All right, guys, the deed is done. We're gonna put some of the screws back, okay? Kind of line them up, get them in there. Don't tighten them down right away. You're gonna do kind of like if you're tightening the car, you know, or lug nuts on a car. Get one in there, and then just to make sure I line it up, and I'm dropping stuff, just to make sure I line it up, I do the opposite end, and then the other ones are pretty smooth sailing from there, so. All right, I'm gonna fast forward through this, and I'll see you guys here in a second. And there we go. That's all there is to it, guys. You unscrew the cap, pop it off. Do not unscrew this from the top. Use the bottom of the input jack to hold, and then you basically just tighten this down, and then you screw it back on. It's as easy as that. You're gonna get better sound quality, less pops, less noise and sound when you play your guitar. And that is all there is to it. Hope you guys have a good one.